record.
Bryant Smiley, 747-241.
All right, Brian, again, my name is Brendan Kelsey, along with Ms. Wise and Mr. Marabella. Explain the process to you, read some information to the record. We'll have a parole interview, ask you some questions. You can respond at the end. You can make a statement. We'll take a vote. You understand the process?
Yes, sir.
Bryant Smiley DOC number 747-241. You are a first-class offender. Parole eligibility date 3/7/2021. Not eligible for good time. Full term date 11/8/2025. 7-year sentence. And decent behavior to juveniles. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
Please answer, Ms. Pearl Wise.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's it going?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
Good. So tell me, when did you graduate from Steve Hall?
I graduated the program in December 2020.
Oh, great. So you've already completed the program.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are you working on now?
Right now, I'm currently waiting on a position to open up for me to take my HISET. I took the TABE test and the locator test. I'm just waiting for a position to open up so I can obtain my HISET.
Okay. Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that. What about sex offender treatment?
I started the class, but I was took out the class due to COVID. So I don't know when they're gonna be starting that back up.
So did you complete any phases of it?
Yes, ma'am. I completed phase 1.
Okay, good. Okay, you completed phase 1. All right. That's good to hear. I see you're the father of 5 children. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
How many mothers is that?
3,
What is the age range of your children?
12, 11, 10, 9.
Oh, okay. All right then. That 12-year-old is about to become around the age of your victim.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you say to that?
I made a mistake. You know, I'm not proud of the mistake I made, but I got to teach them that this not the right road to go on. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a better father to my children and teach them not to come to places like this.
But I was reading your and I want you to help me with this. I was reading your application. You said that I was wrong in participating in this act, and you said I take full responsibility for the role I played. What do you mean by that?
I committed a sexual act in the presence of a minor.
Okay. Okay.
I take full responsibility for what I've done. I shouldn't have done that, and I'm sorry. I can't take it back.
Now you in charge. Okay, so you did it in the presence of a minor. You're not saying you did it to a minor.
Yeah, right. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, but you weren't able to prove that in court.
No, ma'am.
Okay, so you was dating this young girl's mother?
I wouldn't say that. We was like friends. Let's say friends.
Okay, yeah, because some places it did read like y'all were friends. Then some places read like y'all were in a relationship. It was confusing. So
Yes.
sounds like you was really her dealer, huh?
You can say that.
And when I look back at your criminal history, you were revoked in 2013. You were revoked in 2015. So you haven't done well on supervision. Would you agree with that?
In the past, yes, man, I agree with that.
In the past. That's right. That's what we were reviewing your history. And I do want to inform you that as a part of this process, we reach out to the law enforcement community where you were convicted to get their opinions about early release. And all of them opposed. That's the judge, the DA, the sheriff, and the PD. They're all opposed to your early release. There's nothing you can do about it. I'm just informing you of that. Thank you for answering my question, Chairman. That's all I had.
All right, Mr. Marabella.
I have a few questions up. Mr. Smiley, tell me what you've learned from the little bit you took of sex offense registration, sex offender treatment, and Steve Hoyle. What have you learned about yourself and this crime you committed?
I learned that doing drugs, you're really not in the right state of mind. You know what I'm saying? I really did some things that I shouldn't have done, but at the Steve Harley program, I learned to control my substance abuse problem, you know what I'm saying? Such as getting on drugs and just learning to be a better person, you know?
Well, Mr. Smiley, let me ask you this. What have you learned while you've been in prison about what it is you did to the victims in this case and how they must feel?
It's a scar that probably can never be removed, you know? They probably never forgive me for what I've done, but that's
Well,
something
as I read the facts, they were horrible facts. You are accused of doing some very significant and dangerous things to a young woman, making her do drugs, making her perform sex acts on you. You said you didn't do that. That's what I'm hearing.
I didn't make her do anything, no, sir.
Now, were you on drugs at the time?
Yeah, I was on drugs.
What were you on?
Marijuana.
Just marijuana?
I didn't do anything else.
You didn't do anything else? You don't have a history of methamphetamines and all kinds of other things?
No, sir.
You don't?
No, sir. I don't have a history.
Your
of
initial PSI suggests that. Your initial pre-sentence investigation when you were sentenced suggests those things. You're telling me that's wrong?
I've done ecstasy and lower tab and stuff like that in the past.
So what did you learn from Steve Hoyle? Give me some good points that you've learned in that program that's going to help you become a good law-abiding citizen when you get out.
Learn how to identify the risk management, the risk factors, so if they come about, I know how to dodge those situations.
Well, what are the risk factors?
The main risk factor is me. I was in denial. You know what I'm saying? I was denial about my habit.
I kind of think you're still in denial, at least about what happened. What is when did you last do the phase 1 of sex offender treatment?
It was middle of last year.
Okay.
Then
Is it available to you now? Did you finish the first phase?
Yes, sir. I'm trying to get back in it right now.
Okay, so you're trying right now to get back in it. Well, I'm going to encourage you to get back in it and to put your head and your heart into those programs and to kind of listen to what they're trying to educate you on. Okay, thank you, Mr. Smiley.
Thank you. Does staff have any input there at the facility?
Yes, we did. We didn't test for a phase 1 treatment because we had to pull up the in-person treatment, but we do have a current class going on, and I'll make sure he's places back in class. He didn't have any major write-ups while in treatment, so he did complete the program December the 18th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll hear from Ms. Rivers now.
I'm here, but I can't see anything.
Okay, we can hear you. You can go ahead and speak if you'd like to make a statement. We can definitely hear you.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wasn't able to hear everything that was going on, what Mr. Smiley was saying.
That's okay. Just speak.
But
Just make your statement and speak to the board, ma'am.
I do. I'm sorry. I wish there was a way I could see, because I like to see eye to eye and y'all see me. But I do have something that Bailey had written, if that's okay, if I can speak for Bailey.
Okay.
I am her grandmother. She is not able to be here because she is, she's tried to commit suicide several times since Bryant had raped her. She has been in a facility to get help for children, and she is in a safe haven facility right now to get help for her. She has said, Bailey's the autistic child. She has autism. he raped her when she was 13 years old. She has a hard time trusting people now. She said that he took away her innocence and he took away her childhood. She said that he had brought over a pipe, forced it into her mouth, and made her smoke meth and got her real high. And she said that he made her mother get high also with a pipe and made them both smoke it. He barely took a few puffs himself. She said she remembered he got her mother to go over in the corner where the bed was, and he forces her to give him oral sex, and he made Bailey watch. Then he said he turned around and told her mother to face the windows and made Bailey watch. And he told Bailey, he said, you're going to watch it. Then, whole thing. He's putting it in my mama, and my mama's crying, telling him, no, she doesn't want it. Then he stops, and he tells her to pull her pants up. And he makes her, and then he makes my mama, while he forces me to give him oral sex. Then he tells my mom to go look for his ride and opens up the door and pushes her out of the room. He closes the door. She said, I'm at the sink where the bathroom is. He's still standing at the door. And he tells me to come here. So I do. Then he pulls his pants down and makes me give him oral sex again. Then he pulls me over to the bed. He turns me around facing the wall, and his pants are still down. And he said, he tells me to drop my pants. He says, drop your pants, and I do. I was so scared and nervous at this point. Then he has anal sex with me. And it lasted, it seemed like, for minutes and minutes, but mentally forever. And before he starts to have sex with me, he goes to the TV and props something up. When he does, then after he's done having sex with me, whatever he propped up, he puts it into his pocket, and it looked like a little cell phone. Then he leaves. Before he left, he told me I better not tell my mother that he will be back the next day. I'll be back tomorrow with a condom. She says he kept saying things to her, things that she would never forget. And it goes over and over. Bailey will never be the same. Bryant knows how I feel about him. I told him in court. But he has tried to destroy that little girl. She constantly takes showers to get clean. She says I'm dirty, and she blames herself. And I told her, you're the victim, sweetheart. You're a child. He's a man. You're not to have sex with children. It's wrong, and you're not to rape a child. That is wrong. What he did to Bailey was ungodly. And here he's in jail. He's not in prison. He doesn't know what prison is like. He says he was a gang member, a Smiley gang. Why should someone like that be on the streets? A drug dealer? He's a rapist, you know. Bailey will have to have mental health for the rest of her life. She has been seeing psychiatrists and on medication for this. She is in a program because of him. She has not been able to go to public school. She has begged me to keep her into homeschooling because she's afraid that everybody has known. She used to have long, beautiful hair. She has cut it off so short. She's gained so much weight. She says, I'm going to eat and eat and eat, get big, fat, and ugly. And hopefully, and pray to God, I'll never get raped again. She's very full of anger. And I don't blame her for being full of anger and hatred and not trusting nobody, because nobody knows how she feels unless it's happened to them. She, like I say, can't focus on anything because all she sees 24/7. She says, I try to forget and I've tried to put on a happy face, but it's hard. And it's hard to forget what has happened to me. And
Yes,
I don't understand. I know he says he has probably tried to do everything he's supposed to do right in jail where he can get out on good parole behaviors. I don't know. But to me, what he's done, he should never be released from jail. He needs to go to a real prison where somebody can rape him and show him what it feels like, what he's done to Bailey.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for your comment.
Thank you.
All right, Brian, would you like to make a statement on your behalf?
The only statement I want to make is, I appreciate y'all time and y'all have a good day.
All right, thank you. Is the panel prepared to vote?
Yes, we're ready to vote. Thank you for those words, Brian.
Ms. Wise.
Yes, sir, I vote. My vote is to deny because of the poor supervision history, law enforcement opposition, the lack of completion of a sex offender treatment program, and the victim opposition has been expressed. I encourage you to continue to take advantage of the programs, Brian. Good luck
Yes,
to you.
ma'am.
All right, Mr. Marabella.
Thank you. Mr. Smiley, my vote is going to be the same, to deny. I encourage you to take advantage of the programs and to listen with both your head and your heart and to try to get a handle on who you are and what you've done. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, 2 votes to deny, vote to deny for the same reasons as stated. 3 votes to deny. Today, your parole's been denied. Good luck to you. And we'll adjourn at 8:58 a.m. Thank you.
Well, I am so happy that the victim, the survivor, spoke and laid out the true story. And this roach, this monster, this evil creature was playing it all off like, oh, I've done nothing. I've never done anything wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the survivor comes and puts him in his place. And she had some really good points. Why is he just in jail? Why does he have such a short sentence? Why is he not locked up for a longer time? What's going to happen when he gets out? What's going to happen to her? It's unreal. It's a broken system that we have. It's completely broken. We didn't get the full story. There was 2 apparently arrested. Tracy Laundrie, 42, and Brian Smiley of 27. And if his last name is Smiley and he's part of the Smiley gang, I wonder if he's the boss of the Smiley gang. I mean, we've heard of the Smiley gang multiple times in these parole hearings. Here it is, 13 years old. It's why do you get this little sentence? DA doesn't show up. They don't care. And it's just like a slap on the wrist sentence. You can't make this stuff up. How is this keeping society safe? How is this keeping the victims safe? And she goes out here and puts herself on a limb to tell the story. And I don't know, I'd be scared, right?